welcome to the channel. We keeping it tight, hockey cards, backs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Recollections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks going down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the rake to the breaks, we bringing the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 156, and my goodness, the chat is alive tonight. I love it. Lots of people already in watching. That is awesome. If you are following along, please do say hello in chat. It's always nice to see who is watching the break. Got a couple of newcomers tonight. Welcome to those guys and girls. I don't know if is Paul S watching. Is he here tonight? Paul S is watching tonight. I think his son is watching along with him. Declan. Welcome, Declan. Hopefully you're going to have a good time here tonight as well. We've got a really cool break here tonight. We've got, what do we got? Eight boxes. Let me just get some of this out of the way. The camera is up close. I actually tried fiddling around with some new camera software today. Wasn't quite comfortable to launch it yet, but maybe for next week's break, because I'd like to get the view a little bit further away. And the only way I can do it with my current setup is to have the camera too close to me, and I keep banging into it. But I think I got some software that can do some stuff. Might try it out for next week's break. All right, so what do we have here tonight? Tonight we are doing, like I said, 8 boxes. So we got 2 boxes of Series 2. That, of course, Big Chase there, Celebrini and Michkov, Young Guns. We got 1 box of Artifacts. Seems to be a fan favorite amongst our breaks. Definitely one of my favorite types of cards to open, Artifacts. We have a little bit of a throwback going back to 22-23 ice. And there's the man, Ovi, 895. What can you say? Does he get to 900? Does he hit 900? Completely possible. We've got even further back, 2021 hockey. This is Series 2. Now, this is a retail box. I did advertise it as retail. It's not hobby. So we're not going to get any of the the 101s or, the major cards that might have been in hobby, but we're chasing the Young Guns in this one. And this is Stutz, Lazier, and Kaprizov. So a couple of really nice Young Gun potentials out of that box. And then we got the brand new, released yesterday, SPX, 24-25 SPX, new format, new looking cards. So far from what I've seen, pretty awesome. A huge, and I mean huge, step up over last year's product. Last year's SPX, in my opinion, a bit of a flop, largely due to the price of the product. Had a major Bedard tax on it. Not too many great hits on average per box. I'm really digging this year's SPX. I'm hoping you're going to like it as well. All right, let's get into our randomizer. The way it works with our breaks is we have 32 teams in the break here tonight. So we have 32 teams, 32 participants, or at least participant names. And we randomize each list 3 times. So as you can see on the screen here, I've got the list of teams on the left, and I'll have the list of participants up here in just 1 second. Before I do that, I'm just going to randomize this left-right. That is for in case we get like a Young Guns checklist or something like that. There's a team on the left, team on the right. This way I don't have to worry about figuring out who gets it. So I'll just randomize that 1 time. And tonight, all the cards that have a player on the left, player on the right from a different team, it will go to whoever has the team on the right. Okay, here we are. Our list of teams. Let's randomize those once, twice, and 3 times. I'll do the same thing with our list of participants. 1, 2, and 3 times. I'll leave that up for just a couple of moments as well. We do offer the ability for trade. So if anybody wants to make a trade, now's the time to do that. We'll keep it open for a few minutes here just before the break. The way trades works is you just need to have both parties watching live here on YouTube, and both parties have to agree to the trade. If they do, then we'll make the trade. Rock says, so Sean, I used to watch Netflix or Crave, and now I watch Hockey Gong Show. Nice. And Friday Nights with Phil. Phil is comical. I really enjoy watching him. And if you watch the regular Gong Show, so Friday Nights with Phil is obviously on Friday nights, and the regular Gong Show is a pretty regular production. Josh, Bobby, Louie, great guys, very passionate about the hobby. If you haven't checked that out, you probably should. You're clearly into collecting cards, and they've got some really great knowledge and great discussions that go in and around our hobby. Not sponsored at all. It's just a channel that I follow on YouTube, and I really like the content. All right, looks like we got a couple of potential trades up here. Jason M saying Ottawa's up for trade. Paul says Florida or Colorado are up for trade. I do want to make mention as well, if there is a Brad watching, please take note. There are 2 Brads in tonight's break. So I've given the Brad, I've given your first and second initial of your last names are included on the list here. So please do pay attention to that. There are 2 Brads in tonight's break. So let's see, do we have any other proposed trades yet? Jersey's up for grabs. So if you haven't had a chance yet, I was a guest on Friday Nights with Phil. That was last Friday, so it aired last Friday. But if you Google Friday Nights with Phil, or you go to YouTube and do Friday Nights with Phil, it'll pop up and you can watch past episodes. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun being on the show with the guys, just kind of talking about hockey, talking a little bit about the breaks and kind of what goes into them. And then he had some more conversation after I got off. It was, like I said, it was a really cool experience. I'm looking forward to meeting the guys in person at the expo. I will be at the Toronto Sports Card Expo in 2 weeks' time, which will be super cool. I'm really amped about that. I didn't think I was going to get to go, and now I can, so that's just awesome. St. Louis up for grabs. Jersey for Ottawa. That's a potential trade. Everyone's saying having some audio issues. Can I maybe get a thumbs up? Can everyone hear me okay? Is that just who's saying audio issues? Doug C. Doug City C is having audio issues. Is everyone else hearing okay? Jersey for Ottawa. You can hear me, but it's quiet. Okay, that's weird. Let me see what I can do here. Is that any better? Louder now? Okay, then let me just adjust this. I don't know why, but let me adjust the mic up a little bit. Is that much? Okay, cool. Much better. Awesome. Okay, did I see a trade that went down? Was that between Jason and Matt McMar? That was Jersey for Ottawa, right? Confirmed? I want to make sure I have that right. Jersey for Ottawa, is that confirmed? Both parties are good? Jason says yes. Matt Mick, you good with that? Jersey for Ottawa? Okay, confirmed. Confirmed trade. Jersey for Ottawa. I'll give it just a couple of quick minutes here, and then we're going to get right into the break. I want to hold up people too long. Do you have a, like I said, pretty exciting break tonight? 8 boxes, which I think is really, really cool. I did put a poll up as well. I see some of you have answered whether or not you took part in the National Hockey Card Day. If you didn't, a lot of fun. And most local hobby shops had quite a few specials that were going on. You can come in and pick some stuff up at a discount. I know my local LCS had blasters. Last year's 23-24 Series 2 blasters were on sale for $39.99, which was, I think, the lowest price since release day, really. I did pick one up. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything super cool in it, but I thought, hey, I'll take a flyer. All right, I don't see any other trades being proposed. I am going to close off the trades now, and let me just get everything lined up in a graphic format, and then we will get going with tonight's break. So 2 seconds here. There was a trade involved, so it'll just take me a second as well to make sure that I have that on the graphic correct. And if you're a Brad that's just joining, please pay attention. There are 2 Brads in tonight's break, so make sure you're looking at the correct Brad. And we had one trade, which was New Jersey for Ottawa. Just get that in the books here. Let's see, Jersey was Michael B, right? Jason M. Perfect. Curious, are any of you going to the expo in Toronto coming up 2 weeks from now? Anyone going to be there? If you are, I'd certainly love to hook up if it's at all possible. I mean, I'm only there on the Friday. I'll be there Thursday for a couple hours in the evening, and I plan to be there most of the day on Friday. So I am hoping to be able to see a few people. Obviously, the schedules have got to align for that to happen, but it would be nice if I could. I do run into quite a few people out here in the Maritimes at the local shows and so on, but folks that are in the Toronto area, or maybe you're coming from abroad, maybe you're coming from further away and you're going to attend the show. All right. Got the graphics set. There we go. Up on the screen here. That a little bigger. And I've already said it once. I'll say it again. Please do pay attention. There's 2 Brads in tonight's break. So if there's a Brad watching, make sure that you're looking at the correct Brad. So I used the first 2 initials of your last name to put up on the graphic. Glad to hear the sound is much better. That's awesome. And as I said, if you didn't take part in the National Hockey Card Day, you know, these were the packs they were giving away. So if you came into this store, they'd give you one of these at no charge, or most stores did anyway. And inside, this is what you could get. So the cards themselves, they're relatively basic, but I did get a Legends on Ice. So I got a Wayne Gretzky, which was kind of cool. I got a Quinn Hughes, Josh Doan, Stevie Y, another Legends on Ice. Here's the checklist. I did manage to pull a Macklin Celebrini Prominent Rookies. And then if you made a purchase in most LCSs, they were giving away the special insert card. This one is the Macklin Celebrini. So that's the NHCD number 31. Last year, of course, was Bedard. Same number. NHCD 31 was Bedard. I would imagine that most of your local hobby shops still have some of these packs. If you go in and make a purchase and say, hey, you know, would it be cool if I got one of these packs? I would imagine most of them would give you one. So if you didn't get a chance and you wanted to grab some, maybe head in and see if they'd be willing to give you one or not. I know you can't buy them. In fact, Upper Deck forbids it. You can't buy the packs. Unfortunate, but apparently that's the rules. All right, let's get into tonight's break. Let me just fix this team thing here 1 second. I don't know what. So I don't know what happened there. A little small in the upper right-hand corner. I do apologize for that. Let me just throw that up on the screen here one more time, just so everyone can see in case you're just joining. And then we're going to crack into our first box tonight. I am going to start with a 24-25 Series 2. And yeah, Charlie does say those National Hockey Card Day packs, you can get autos. Super, super rare, the autos. But there's some Easter eggs too. I did see someone pull a mascot. That was kind of cool. And there are, of course, some others as well. I'm going to put the teams in the upper right-hand corner, and away we go. Good luck, everybody. And if you are watching, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you are enjoying the content. It does help out with the YouTube algorithms. Essentially, likes are currency on YouTube. So it would be very much appreciated if you are enjoying the content. So we do have a couple of first-timers here tonight. We'll see if they end up with first-time luck. We have had a few first-timers end up with some really nice cards. And one of our breakers here tonight is watching along with his son Declan. So hopefully Declan has a good night tonight as well. All right, so here we go. We've got our base cards, and we'll have 3 inserts. There's our first one there, canvas of Taylor Hall. There's a Charlie McAvoy, and if I'm not mistaken, that's one of Declan's favorites players. Charlie McAvoy on the portrait. And then we got a Lucas Raymond on the electricity. By the way, these boxes from a fresh case. So these Series 2 boxes are from a fresh case. Got Tristan Jarry on canvas. Our first Young Guns renewed. Austin Matthews, there's a nice one. Good hit there for Toronto. And behind that, a Josh Doan portrait. Get that Matthews sleeved up. Don't know what to expect at the Toronto Expo. Will I be able to pick up a Matthews, a Marner, a Nylander at a little bit of a discounted price because there's going to be so many of them? It's Toronto, it's flooded. Or because it's Toronto, am I paying a Toronto tax when I'm there? I'm curious. Aubrey says, get a huge Flames card just to make Casey jealous. Casey's not in the break tonight, but I do see him following along. Thanks for the support there, Casey. Got Erasmus Dahlin. That's the Speckle version. Hey, there we go. There we go, boys and girls. Huge hit there. Macklin Celebrini. What are we, 3 packs in? Beauty. And put that in a one-touch here. Give me 1 second here. Get that directly into a one-touch. There we are. Awesome. Who's got San Jose? Let's put that back up on the big screen so I can see it because it's a little, small for me. San Jose, Glenn P. Congratulations, Glenn. Sweet hit there. All right, put the teams up in the right-hand corner again. Yeah, Silver Outburst coming. Artem Zub. What a name that is. Got an Aku Ratti, Young Gun in behind that, and a Vanacek, pardon me, Vanacek. Ooh la la. Canvas. Got the On Tour San Jose Sharks. There's Eklund and Zetterlund. And we've got a Braden Point Electricity. Hey, we got a Canvas Young Gun. Albert Johansson. It's actually a really cool photo. I love the Canvas. Canvas are usually the best photos in the product, in my opinion. And behind that, we got a Robert Thomas on the Young Guns renewed and a Preds On Tour. That canvas will not count towards our total of hopefully 6 Young Guns. Get 6 on average in a box. We got a Macklin Celebrini portrait. And behind that, Zachary LaRue on a Young Gun and Connor Geeky on the Welcome Aboard. Brad C. I will double check that, Brad, after the break here tonight. I'm wondering if maybe I got the two Brads. I don't think so. But I will check for you, and if that is the case, we'll make that right. That doesn't... I literally checked everything over super careful this week because I actually missed Tommy on a spot last week. Top row cut off the graphic. Oh, that might be it. Hang on one sec. I'll open this pack and I'll throw that back up here. The big one. Got Dylan Larkin on the portrait. Young gun there, Devin Cooley. And a Cutter Gochi on the welcome aboard. While I'm sleeving that up, let's go back up here and throw the big graphic up. Hopefully it's not cut off there. Maybe it is. Hold on one sec. Just make sure it's not cut off the graphic. Yeah, the graphic's cut off. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna redo the graphic real quick, and that should solve that. Because Brad, you've got Nashville, which is at the top and cut off. Just give me 1 second. Redo the picture here. All right. There we go. And then I just want to fix this little one up here as well. And we'll continue on. Sorry for the delay there, folks. Wondered why the team list was not fitting in the space there. That makes a lot more sense. Thanks for pointing that out. And sorry, Brad, didn't mean to give you a heart attack. You gave me one too, though. We're even. Okay, here we go. Carrying on. Got 4 packs left. Oh, black electricity in it is a Malkin. I love the look of these. They're pretty cool. I like the black parallels. We got a Dazzler of Owen Zellweger and a Dylan Larkin Young Gun renewed. So Brad, everything looking okay now? Vazzy black and white. Bang for your puck there, Pellick. Ugh, Kachuk. Not a fan. Definitely a guy I'd want on my team, though. Bang for your puck. Another one of those. That's a Josh Morrissey. Young gun there, Blomqvist. And an Ooh La La of Aiden Hill. 1 pack left. Get this sleeved up, and then we will jump into, I think we'll do an SPX next. As always, I do have some giveaways for those that are watching live. No purchase necessary, just got to be watching live at the time of the giveaway. So we've got, I can't remember how many I've got tonight. I think 4 giveaways tonight. On tour, Boston Bruins. There's Pasternak and Marchand. And our last gun, Young Gun of Poulter. Oh, and the Crosby playlist. These are cool inserts. So, nice box there. I mean, we got the Celebrini Young Gun. We got a Celebrini portrait as well. And for our Young Guns renewed, we hit a Matthews. Solid box for sure. Off to a good start. Okay, let's see. Let's do an SPX. Got to get into this. So brand new format this year. Last year's box. I think I've got one. Hang on. Yeah, I do. This is last year's SPX. And last year's SPX was 1 pack and you got 5 cards. And I think They were like $350, if I remember correctly. This year, depending on where you go, anywhere from $130 to $150 plus tax. And you get 3 cards per pack, 8 packs per box. So we're getting 24 cards, a whole host of inserts and numbered cards, lots of parallels, no autograph guaranteed. Autographs, the odds are 1 in every 2 boxes. Those are the odds. It doesn't mean that we might not get lucky, but the odds are 1 in every 2 boxes. So with this product, I will be sending out the base cards for SPX. Normally, I don't send base cards, but this is not, I wouldn't say a premium product, but the base cards are, they don't look like base cards. You'll see what I mean. They look like they should be part of a hit card or an insert card. And so I'll send the base cards for SPX. So there's only 3 cards in a pack, which makes the cut. I mean, the packs are really, they're thin, but from a retail standpoint, this is smart, right? So they can sell, 1 pack for, I don't know how much they'd have to charge. What is there, 8? Yeah, there's 8. So they'd be, I don't know, 10, maybe 14, about $14, I guess. So there's, like I said, they're super thin. It's a little weird to be opening a pack that feels like there's only 1 card in it. But I think you're going to be impressed with this year's SPX. I know I am. Look at that. That's gorgeous. What a beautiful looking card. We have a rookie here. This is Crozier. And this is just a base rookie card. Oh, wow. We got a Bellevue Hollow View, all-time Hollow View. These ones, I believe the odds are a little bit harder on those ones. It's a bronze. And then here we are with a Matty Beniers. I mean, look, these are absolutely gorgeous. I like the look of this better than a Outburst in Flagship. I like the dimension to them. If it's showing up as well on camera as it is here in person with my eyes, I'm not sure, but they're gorgeous. So I do give Upper Deck credit. I'm quite impressed. Now, they did take the UD Black cards out of SPX. UD Black is going to get its own set this year. Hey, look at that. William Nylander. That looks like a silver. Yep, silver. Oh, we got a Hollow View FX. That's Zellweger, I believe. Yep, Zellweger. That's cool. Let me get a white background here, because you can see his face in the clear cut, in the acetate. That's really cool. And then we got a Jake Ottinger. He said, like, the base cards are gorgeous. This is a set I think I might collect the whole set. I don't normally do that. I'm not a big set collector. I was back in the 80s, 90s, and then I started running out of space. There you go, Connor McDavid. There's a silver base. Oh, what do we got here? Another Hollow View FX, this time Suzuki. And we have a Quinn Hughes. And there we go again. We can see there's Suzuki's portrait. Side view. Profile? Profile, that's what you'd call that. Just super cool cards. Gonna have to keep that white background around. I might hit a few more of these. Now, I have no idea how these are going to comp out on the secondary market. I have not yet taken a look and seen, what the sales have been in the last day and a half since release. You know, will they hold value? I don't know. I mean, if that's what you're into the card for, then, you know, I suppose that's important, but I just like the look of them. So we got a Gonsalves. That's a rookie, and that one should be, no, that's not even a parallel. I thought that was a blue parallel. It's just base rookie. These are cool. I've been seeing a couple of these. These are pretty neat. Go to the back there. These are the finites. This one's numbered 954 of 999, so that's kind of the more common versions of the finite. But I do like the crest. It's also embossed on, so it's got some. It's a raised emboss, and it does come in different color parallels as well. And we have a Kevin Fiala. This is box 1 of 3 SPX that we're going to be opening tonight. Another Gonsalves. So this one, that's the I think the gold parallel. Just grab that other one, the base. I mean, the blue color match is kind of cool, but obviously this one's a little bit more rare. That's a gold parallel. Oh, what do we have here? We have an Excellence Redefined, Dowdy and McCarr, also with a picture there in the center. Like Dowdy checking McCarr. That's pretty sweet. That's sleeved up. Want to make sure all these acetate cards are sleeved so they don't get scratched. And then what do we have here? We got a Svechnikov. 3 packs left. Crozier. And this one says Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory. There we go. Looks like a Byfield, right? Quentin Byfield. It's like they took what's the set I'm thinking of? Oh boy, I'm drawing a blank. The one they just discontinued. Oh my lord. Synergy. It's like they took Synergy's technology and put it into SPX and made it actually look really awesome. Jet Luchenko on a rookie there. Oh, we got a Draisaitl on an SP Excellence. That's a sweet looking card. Wow. Hold on a sec. That's gorgeous. I don't know if that's showing up very well, but all those SPX logos are just popping. And then in behind that, we got Noah Dobson. Last pack here of our first box. Philip Kemp on our rookie. So it looks like you get 1 rookie per pack, or it seems that way so far. Then you get an insert in the center. This one is the finite of Thomas Hertel. And then you get a base on the back. Seems to be the format. All right, curious. What are your thoughts on SPX? I think these are gorgeous. They look really premium. They feel premium. It looks like the edges and corners are in really good shape. Printed in Italy. Shocker, right? Cards that look good. Printed in Italy. I don't know if that shows up or not. Also means no tariffs. Printed in Italy, no tariffs. Upper Deck has been very strategic in not releasing product. They've been delaying product that's been printed in the United States for fear of tariffs. Because right now, anything coming into the Canadian market from the US, unfortunately, it's the Canadian tariffs that are raising the price for us Canadians. But of course, Canadians are not dropping the tariff at the moment. Please, let's not turn this into any sort of political discussion. I like to keep that out of my breaks. We're here for some fun, but that is the reason why we're getting delays in some of the releases of product. Let's do a draw. Let's do a draw. All right. Let's list it up. All right, what are we doing tonight for a draw? Tonight, I thought it would be interesting to, in the wake of, and I'm sure you guys have heard this, in the wake of Demidov hitting the NHL. So Demidov, drafted by the Canadiens, but playing over in the KHL. Demidov has been absolutely lighting it up. Most experts say he is the best player in the world not playing in the NHL. He just set a KHL record for a player under the age of 20. He got 19 goals and 30 assists in 49 points, in 65 games. So 49 points in 65 games. To put things in perspective, ever heard of a guy named Kaprizov? Absolute talent, right? Unfortunately, he's in Minnesota. Most of us don't get to see him. We don't follow him. Kaprizov is an absolute phenom. Kaprizov set the record a few years back before he was drafted, and he did it with 42 points. Demidov, 49 points. Guy's the real deal. And apparently, he could be in the lineup as soon as Chicago, coming up on the 14th. So I'm not a Montreal Canadiens fan whatsoever. Everyone knows that I am a Leafs fan. But I'm actually pretty excited to see what this kid can do. Like he's, like I said, he's the real deal. So tonight's draw, I thought, why not do a draw of some of the cards of players before they hit the NHL? There's a guy maybe you heard of, also now playing with the Montreal Canadiens, Logan Mailloux. Used to be with the London Knights. And so this is his CHL card. This is from the 22-23 CHL set. In order to win the card, all you got to do is put !join in chat. And again, no purchase necessary. You just got to be following along here live on YouTube. If you do the !join and you win, and you're not in the break, I will still mail it to you at no charge. I just need your address. And if you are in the break, of course, I'll send that out with you. I'm putting that Bedard Young Gun under there. I got something to say about that a little bit later. That's not what we're giving away, by the way. We're giving away this card, the Logan Mailloux, by doing !join. Peter says, did I miss anything good? Yeah, you missed the Celebrini poll. That was good. That wasn't good. That was awesome. You missed awesome. And I know Peter's a Montreal fan. He can see over here the Beliveau card. Also gorgeous. So we'll give it just a couple seconds here for the folks that want to join the draw. Like I said, no purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube. Do !join in chat. That will get you entered into the draw. Or will it? Hold on a sec. It says no entries. 1 second. I don't know why it's doing that. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. Okay, it's working now. If you did !join before, you're going to have to do it again. My apologies. So everyone, do it again. !join. That'll get you entered to win the Logan Mailloux CHL card. Theme for our giveaways tonight will be cards from players before they hit the NHL. And I've got one guy that I think is... I think he's going to take the NHL by storm. I really do. He'll be the last giveaway tonight. I'm not going to say who it is or what team he plays for because I don't want to give it away. But I am really, really happy with his play in the CHL. So there's a hint. He's playing in the CHL. Okay, it looks like we got 15 entries so far. I know there was probably more than that before it stopped working. So if you did do !join and you're not sure if you're in, just do it again. It's okay. It won't mess things up. If you happen to do it twice, no problems. Peter, I'll have the teams up in a moment. You can have a look at which team you got. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Okay, we're up to 16. I'll give that just a couple more minutes. What do we got? 28? 28 people watching here live as far as I can see. It does fluctuate up and down. Thanks for all the support, by the way. If you are enjoying the content of the breaks, please do consider subscribing. And if you're liking the video, do the thumbs up. Give me a like. It does help with the YouTube algorithms, helps people find the channel. Rock says, has he been drafted? Yes, he has been drafted. He has been drafted. All right, we're going to cut off the entries here, so no more entries. Our winner is... the winner's me. It can't be me. Oh, my goodness. Can I select another winner? Will that work? Yes, I can. Goes to Darren Taylor. Congratulations, Darren. I only put my name in there because I wanted to see if the thing was working. Apologies. What are the odds of that? Well, 1 in 16, I suppose. So Darren's getting that card. Darren, I'm not sure if you're in the break here tonight. I don't believe I saw Darren on the list. So if you're not in the break, Darren, just send me an email to info@maritimesportscards.com with your address. And I'll get that sent out to you. Or you can find me on Facebook. You can send me a message on Facebook as well. Just go to our Facebook page, Maritime Sports Cards. Either way, I will make sure I get that to you. Peter's wondering, what teams do I have? Peter got here late. No problem. There you go, Peter. On the upper right-hand side there, you should be able to see which teams you've been assigned. Let's go to ice. It's got Ovi on the front, right? Let's do that. Go to ice. If you've been in a break before, Darren, I've got your stuff. Okay, ship it out with Paul. Okay, I'll do that. I'll ship it with Paul's cards. No problem. That's weird. It just seals are on the side. I'm like, why is it not sealed? Just had the plastic, but the seals are on the side. So ice. 22, 23 ice, 6 cards per pack. We got 12 packs, so we got lots of cards here, which is cool. 72. Here we are. Oh, you know what? I like what Rock's doing. Rock is guessing. Rock is guessing who the final giveaway will be tonight. So the hints so far were the player is drafted in the NHL. I believe the player has played in at least one NHL game. I believe. And they're playing the CHL. So there's your hints. You guys can all try to guess who you think the last card will be for tonight. So the theme for the giveaways is future star players in the NHL. These are going to be rookies. In fact, I think they'll all be rookies except one. They should all be rookies next year. Like rookies in flagship, like Series 1. I'm pretty sure they'll all be Series 1. Oh, there's one that won't. One of them won't be, but the other ones will. The one I'm talking about is definitely, I believe anyway, I think he's going to be a young gun in Series 1. I might be wrong on that one, though. Okay, here we go. 22-23 ice. Okay, we got Tage Thompson. These are the base cards, by the way. I'll take a couple here from the back. There's the Dylan Sandberg. There's our rookie, which will be on the back always. We got a decoy there. D'Angelo, Pasternak. And here's our inserts. We got a D'Angelo green and our pink. We've got a Marco Rossi rookie card. These ones don't say the parallels on the back. That's unfortunate. We got a Marco Rossi rookie. All right, looks like we got a die cut in here. Our rookie there, Mavari. Decoy. Kaliev, Byfield. There's Lincoln. Got a rookie there, Jake Sanderson. And our die cut. Hey, Connor McDavid. We'll take him. There's an Ice Crystals McDavid. throw that up. Oops. There we go. Banging the camera. There we go. Put that up. Saw the Brant Clark already on the back. There's Brant Clark for the rookie. We got another Ice Crystals. Kapanen. Svechnikov on the base. Renski. Iafallo. And our Ice Crystals is Jonathan Bergeron. Yep, Bergeron. I'm going to put these in top loaders right away so we don't mess them up. Mad Sogard rookie on the back. And Brandon Saad. Tim Stützle on the purple. Timmy Stu. Ottawa clinched a playoff spot, right? I believe they did that yesterday. And if I'm not mistaken, I think is Montreal, they just need 1 point. I think if they get 1 point, they've clinched. Calgary still in the mix in the West, although it's looking like a little bit of a far shot now, but they're mathematically still in it. Vancouver, I think, mathematically still in it too. Although maybe last night, did they get eliminated last night? That's a possibility. I wasn't watching the games last night. Got Kent Johnson, another Ice Crystals here. Landeskog, Makar, Kemper, Dawson Mercer. Hey, we got a Cale Makar Ice Crystals. They're neat cards. I don't mind die cuts. I don't know why, but some of these packs are not cooperating. After ice, we'll hit another SPX. Hollander. Oh, I'm seeing some orange back there. There's Markstrom and oh, there's Lincoln's on the orange. So glad they started to put the names of the parallels on the back of the products. Really doesn't take a lot of effort and definitely helps with us in keeping track of which is which. Well, these ones are pretty obvious with the colors, but some of the colors they use, it's not very obvious. There's Jack Guy on a rookie. McTavish. Another Kapanen. Oh, we got a nice, what do we got here? Got a Kuzmenko. We got a Premier's jersey. Andre Kuzmenko. Nice card. So this, somebody actually asked, I think it was Rock, asked on the on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, asked what the difference was between an acetate and a clear cut. And I won't get into the full explanation here today, but I think I'll do a little bit of an article, put it up on Facebook for everyone to see. This has an acetate finish. Got a beautiful acetate finish. These cards are, where'd they go? The ones that we were pulling out of SPX, those are acetate cards as well. But they are made out of the exact same product as clear cuts. It gets confusing. So I will write it all up. I'll stick it up on Facebook for anyone that is interested in figuring out what the heck the difference is between a clear cut and an acetate. It does come up a lot, and I understand why. It is confusing. That's a cool card. Face them out. Oh, we got a Bobby Brink rookie in that. There we go. Got a Premier's And it's a 111 of 599. 111 of 599. So there's a card. It's got clear, right? So it's made out of PETG, which is the same thing that acetate cards are made out of. Typically, clear cuts are a little bit thinner than acetates. Acetates tend to be a bit thicker of a card. But the word acetate is used incorrectly in the hobby. And again, I will explain it in more detail in a future post. Hedman base, Matthews, Patrick Kane. There's a rookie there. Hollander. Oh, is that Jack Quinn? It is Jack Quinn. 149 out of 299 going out to Sabres. And a Matty Beniers rookie. That would have been a nice hit back in the day. Matty Beniers was pretty hot. Certainly tailed right off. Shane Wright too. Shane Wright's tailed right off for Seattle. Well, I'm still a believer. I don't like Shane Wright as a person, and I don't like his attitude. Oh, there's a nice thick card in there. I'm going to set that one down. We'll open that one last. I don't like Shane Wright's attitude. I don't like his cockiness. But I have to think that he will make the NHL in a regular spot, and I think he's going to do all right. I don't think he's going to be the superstar that everyone thought he would be, but I think he might be one of those guys that turns it around. Brady Tkachuk on a green, and we got a Sub-Zero Panarin. Call me crazy, but I have hope still for Shane Wright. I actually bought a whole bunch of his Young Guns, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. Saw them at an incredible price, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a flyer, because if he pans out, they'll go well, and if not, I didn't spend too much money on them. I got them at a really great price, so I'm all right with that. Demko, Taze, Jordan Harris rookie, and we got a Cool Cuts, Tage Thompson, Buffalo Sabres. Those are neat cards. See it a little bit better. And this last pack's got a nice thick card in it. Let's see what we got. So from the back, we got Dylan Holloway as our rookie. Got Pasta. And then behind Pasta, we have, oh, it's a rookie. Hey, sweet hit there. An exquisite of Dylan Guenther. I think it's his birthday today too, isn't it? Is it Dylan Guenther's birthday today? 118 of 199. That's a brick. Wow. That's gorgeous. I love the exquisite collection cards. Man, what a box. What a box. I'm going to set that down here so I can get a thicker card sleeve. That's just gorgeous. Is that bigger than 200? Yep. Try 260. It's like 300? 360 here. That's too big for that. Anyway, I'll put it in here for now. Then I'll find one that fits. Beauty hit for Arizona. I'll take that box of ice. Let's go back to Series 2. See if we can find Michkov. Or a second Celebrini, that would be cool. I opened up a case and got 2 Celebrinis in it. is possible. I heard of people last year, and maybe, I don't know if it's true or not. Not people I know, but I've heard of people claiming to have hit 4 Bedards in a case last year. I suppose anything's possible. They do claim the average of being 1.2 per case. So I guess maybe somebody did. 4 sounds like a lot. I've heard of people getting none. Okay, here we go. Series 2. Young Gun Canvas. Albert Johansson doubling up on him. Got him in the first box. Charlie McAvoy. There we go. Young Guns renewed. Declan, you getting excited? There's your man. Charlie McAvoy. Zellweger. The pop count. I thought we had a Celebrini. It's not. It's Macamadoulin. We had a Carolina Hurricanes on tour and a Patrick Koch. Oh, got an extra one. Freddie Anderson. Popcat 1000. Clear cut. Torrey Krug. So this is a clear cut, not an acetate. Again, I'll explain later. Got the on tour Speckle version, Boston Bruins. We've got an Electricity, Cole Caulfield. On a heater, Robert Thomas. Young Gun is Jack Thompson. Frank Nazar on the welcome aboard. Getting a few sharks tonight. That's the one that matters. Canvas a Hagel. Svechnikov on the Young Guns renewed. Seamus Casey for portrait. Electricity. There's the Kraken. Jared McCann. Oh, I saw the flyers. Jet Luchenko. And a Joseph Wall on the Ooh La La. Bit of a controversy in Toronto brewing right now as to who may be the starter for the NHL playoffs, Wall or I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure. I think they're both equally good. I think Wall probably gets the nod though. Stolarz has been awesome, no question at all. But I think they got to go with Wall. And that decision will probably be made once they know which team they're playing. They'll probably look at all the stats against that team and which goalies played better and so on and so forth. All right, we got Victor Hedman. Got another Flyers. Kolosov. Our playlist there. Panthers. Barkov. It is looking more and more likely that it'll be Ottawa that Toronto's playing in the first round. I know we haven't played well against them in the last few years, but I think it's probably a good matchup. It also allows Florida and Tampa to beat each other up a little bit. Binnington there. That's a cool shot. Binnington on the canvas. Panthers. Electricity. Keller. Jets on tour. Steinberg. John Gibson. 3 packs left in our second box of Series 2. Canvas with the rats. Rohigi. Reiko. And Bolduc. How many young guns we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 2 packs left. Oh, unless there was one I didn't sleeve. It's possible. Silver Outburst Young Gun, I believe. Looks like it might be a goalie. Is a goalie. Devin Cooley Silver Outburst Young Gun. Sharks having a night. And behind that, there's another young gun, Victor Mancini. Electricity there. Kachuk. I think we might have one young gun left. Welcome aboard, Stankoven. Dazzler of Owen Tippett. Young gun renewed of Kucherov. So I must have missed a young gun sleeving it up. Find it in here. Or we got shortchanged. Although that's hard to say when we ended up with a Silver Outburst young gun. Oh, there it is. Thought there might have been one I missed. Decent box there. Decent box. Of course, no Celebrini or Michkov. I think we'll do another draw here. Let's take some of these away. All right. So just like before, all you got to do is exclamation point join to enter. This player, I don't believe has played in the NHL yet. Casey will be quick to point this out. T.J. Ginla, definitely a promising prospect. I think next year they might give him a shot. I don't believe he's been on the ice yet for Calgary. Actually, no, he wasn't even. He wasn't drafted. No, he wasn't even drafted by Calgary. I thought they was going to draft him, and they didn't. But anyway, this is the card that we're going with, T.J. Ginla. So the theme tonight, current NHL or future NHL players going back to their CHL cards. And as always, no purchase necessary. Anyone watching live can enter the draw. If you win, I'll send you the card at absolutely no charge. I'll even send the postage, no charge. And then we're going to dive into another box of SPX in a moment. Just while all that's going on, let me throw up the expo. So if you're in the Toronto area, April 24th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, you may want to do yourself a favor. Pop into the expo, even if you're not, you're not going to spend a lot of money, whatever. Just even walking around. There's just so many cool things going on. Lots of neat stuff to see. Well worth the price of admission. It's not expensive. They actually keep the admission reasonable. And like I said, even if you don't buy anything, it's well worth the walk around. You'll certainly bump into some folks that you can say hello to and you might recognize from around the hobby. And just a good time overall. So if you're there and coming to the expo and you do want to meet up, like I said, I'll be there on Thursday and Friday. If I've got the time and it works with your time schedule, I'll absolutely say hello. So that's something to check out. All right, how many entries we got? We got 18. Give that about another 10 seconds. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Bopper Mac. I'm not sure who Bopper Mac is. Congratulations, Bopper Mac. Are you in the break, Bopper? Under a name? And if not, all you need to do, Bopper, is send me your address, your mailing address. You can do that by getting in touch with me at info at maritimesportscards.com. Oh, that's Declan's dad? All right, if Bopper Mac is Declan's dad, that's Paul, right? Paul, wait, no, I thought Paul was Declan's dad. Now I'm confused. All right, somebody sort it out. Whoever Bopper Mac is, get in touch with me at info@maritimesportscards.com, and I'll get that sent out to you. All right, next box of SPX. I'm actually pretty excited to dive into this. I'm really digging the look of them. We've got Bedard on the cover. We haven't seen him yet. That would be cool. Oh, Popper Mac is Paul M. Okay, Paul M. Do we have two Pauls tonight as well? Okay, so Paul M. All right. I'll make a note. Austin's cheering on Paul. Paul's got some fans. Now, does Paul have fans or does Declan have fans? There we go. Graham Clark as a rookie. We got a gold parallel right off the hop. Ooh, we got a game film of Nathan McKinnon. And then behind that, a Jack Hughes base. These game films are kind of cool. There you go. Cool. You know what? I'm really digging SPX. I got a few boxes here for myself. I might go back and get a few more. I like them. We got a Ponomarev, and that looks like a parallel here of some kind. No, it just says silver, but why is it? It's got like gold foiling. Hang on. So that's a gold parallel. I'm going to keep an eye on that because all the other ones had silver. That's got gold foiling. Cool nonetheless. Got a Bound for Glory, Adam Fantilli. Go. Oh, and a Sidney Crosby base in behind that. If you are just joining, didn't see the first box of SPX, I am sending out the base cards with tonight's break. Normally we do not send any base cards simply because there's too many of them and it costs way too much to send that kind of stuff through Canada Post. It would up the cost of our breaks, so I don't do it, but these are just too awesome and there's not that many of them, so I am sending the base from SPX. There's a Michkov. There's our first big name on the rookies, Michkov. Oh. That's interesting. So it's called Force. And we got Matthews, Marner, Nylander, and Riley. And in behind that, Pasternak. I've seen auto versions of these, and it just has one autograph out of the four, which is kind of weird. You would think that a card like that, you would want to see all four autographs. Cool card. And then we got the Michkov rookie. We've hit a Celebrini rookie tonight and a Michkov rookie. Already having a great night. Still got two more boxes after this. Night, Peter. Got a Cutter Gauthier. Oh, we got a McDavid on the Finite. Not super rare inserts, the Finites. Another Owen Tippett. But I do like the look of them. Oh, that one's got a little tiny ding on the side. I don't know if that's showing up. Numbered 960 of 999. Curious, do any of you collect E-Pack? Any of you guys buy E-Pack stuff? And if so, did you buy any of the $8.95, the Ovi stuff? And Logan Mayu and the rookie. I went and I bought one. I thought, I'll buy a pack of those and see what it's like. They were, I don't know, $9. I'm not into e-pack at all. Usually I just go on and open the free packs. I thought I'll check it out. And I opened it. $9, you only get one card. I didn't even look. I should have looked, but there's only one card. Cool looking card, but it's definitely not $9. I suppose though, if you get some of the autos and others, but one card for $9 is like, eh. Oh, we got our auto. Oh, it's a Marshall Rafai of the Toronto Maple Leafs, a rookie auto. And we got a Vasilevsky. Is that sticker or on? That looks like on card. I thought SPX was stickered. I'm not seeing a sticker there. Oh, wait. I don't know. I don't want to touch it. Doesn't look like a sticker. I'm not catching an edge with, although if it is, it's blending with the squares on the card. That's a gorgeous looking card. Love the look of these. SPX did well this year. Last year, Allure was the set of the year. So far, I might have to say SPX is for the overall look of the cards. Hey, there's an Ovi base. Hey, we got a Michkov. A Hull of View FX rookie Michkov. So 2 Michkov rookies. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. 2 Michkovs. Let's take that down. We'll put one of these up. And, oh, we had a Kadri card in there as well. Kadri playing super well. 2 packs left in this box of SPX. Forsberg. And we got Josh Doan, Hall of UFX. And then a John Carlson. Last pack of this box of SPX. Still got one more SPX and our 2021 Series 2. Maverick Bork. Hey, we got another McDavid. Doubling up on the exact same card. So this one, no ding on the side, but a little tiny ding in the corner. Like up here. I wonder if it's just these finite cards, because so far all the other cards look pretty good. It's not a terrible ding or anything, it's just you can see it a little bit. This one's numbered 17 of 399, so that one's actually a shorter print. Why? Because, was this one not out of 999? Oh, it's a silver. So we got a blue. That's in blue writing. This is in a silver writing. This one's 17 of 399. That one's 960 of 999. Oh yeah, you can see the blue. Very hard to see though. There, if I tilt the camera for the angle, you can see the blue here versus just the silver. That's hard to see. All right, another box in the books. Let's open up. Let's do another draw. We'll do another draw, and then we'll open up Series 2. All right, this time, going with a guy who has played in the NHL, has a rookie card already. Montreal Canadiens, Joshua Waugh. From the Sherbrooke Phoenix. How'd he do in his last, or this year anyway, 22-23, 66 games played, 51 goals, 68 assists for 119 points. Just lighten it up. Exclamation point, join. Yeah, no purchase necessary to win the card. Just do exclamation point, join. You'll be in the draw. And if you're not in the break, no problem. I'll still mail it out to you at no charge. So after that, we're going to get into Series 2. I'll leave that Joshua Waugh up for just a moment. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to put this up. If you didn't get a chance to see Friday Nights with Phil last week, I was on their show, their podcast. It's a YouTube-based podcast, so it was kind of a visual thing. Actually, I don't even know if Friday Nights with Phil is on a podcast. I don't think it is. The Gong Show is, which is kind of the parent of Friday Nights with Phil. But if you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's saved on YouTube. It was a live broadcast, but it is up on YouTube. If you want to check it out, please do. I had a lot of fun. It was great chatting with Phil and the group of people that were there. It was awesome. So quite the experience. It was fun talking about brakes too. He had a lot of questions about brakes and what goes into them, and you guys are in the brakes, so it might be interesting to you to kind of hear my side of the brakes and what goes on. There's a little bit of a peek behind the curtains. So again, we are doing a draw here for this Joshua Waugh card. Just got to do ! Join in chat. Jason says Sean has the best brakes going. I paid Jason to do that. That is sponsored. No, that's not sponsored. Thanks, Jason. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Thank you. I try to make it a little bit entertaining. It's not just ripping cards at lightning speed. I've been in some breaks that are like that. I don't find it entertaining. To me, that's just straight up gambling. You got to have a fun time too, I think, anyway, right? I mean, you get a great card, that's awesome. But if you don't, I still want you leaving feeling like, you know what, that was a fun night. I enjoyed, the hour and a half we were together, and it was fun. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Paul. Now, which Paul is that? There's a few Pauls in here. Is that Paul S? And wait for Paul to respond. Paul, is that Paul S? I do see a few Pauls in our chat here tonight. I want to make sure I give it to the right Paul. Okay, Paul S. Awesome. Congratulations to Paul S. All right. This one I've been really looking forward to opening this product. 2020-21 Series 2. It is a retail, so you're not going to get all the potential hobby hits. However, it's got some really good young guns in this year. We've got Kaprizov and Stutzler, the two big names. And I know that Kaprizov's hurt right now. I think he's returning. Maybe tonight I think he returns. I don't know if they're playing tonight, but I know he's back. Like their next game, I think they're thinking he will be back on the ice. He was having one heck of a season before his injury. And probably one of the more underrated players in the NHL, in my opinion. I would take him on my team in a heartbeat. In an absolute heartbeat. Okay, so we got this, and then we got another box of SPX after. Tell me this is one of those products that's tough to open. Of course it is. Nope, it's just not tearing right. Any good Dallas Stars in this year? Don't think so. So if you forgot what they look like, there's a little bit of a throwback. Okay, it is flagship, so we're going to get a bunch of base cards. Well, they're kind of sticking together a little bit. Bunch of base cards, and then we'll get some inserts. There we go. Brent Burns on our Dazzler. Green Dazzler. I believe in this year there was one insert in the center. Might get lucky and hit a couple, but I think there's just one per pack. And some with none. I do appreciate that Upper Deck has moved away from that. And you're now getting more inserts per pack. I think for kids, that's a lot more fun. Heck, for adults, it's more fun. You like to hit the inserts. There's our first young gun. Maxim Litvinov. So there should be, on average, 6 young guns in this box, the same as a hobby box. We're hoping to land a good one. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to mess around with a new camera setup for next week. I thought I had it. In fact, I did. I had everything working. Had the vantage point I wanted and everything, but the autofocus wouldn't work. So with the software I was using, the autofocus on the camera wasn't working. And no one wants that. You got to be able to see the cards. It'd be a pretty crappy break if you couldn't see the cards. That's just a checklist. But you know what? I'll throw that in. I can't remember what it was, left or right, but I'll double check whoever's on the, I think it was right. We'll get that card. Was that the hit? No, that was the insert. Yeah, base packs suck. You want the excitement of seeing something in your pack. There's our portrait rookie, Joseph Wall. There you go. Good card for Toronto. A little stuck too. Sam Reinhart. I do like the newer portraits that we've been seeing in the last few years. These were kind of goofy. I don't like the ones where, well, I guess this isn't, like, he's not in a game, right? Like, that's just a posed picture. I've been from probably his draft day. I like the portrait ones where they incorporate an on-ice picture somehow. Amazing how, what are these, 5 years old? Not even? And they're sticking a little bit together. Not to the point where it damaged them, but they're a little stuck. We got a marquee rookie. That's interesting. We got the O-Pee-Chee marquee rookie. I don't believe he went on to do anything significant in the NHL. I could be wrong, but that's not a name I recognize. All right, let's see. Let's get a bigger hit. Young Guns, Ty Smith for the Jersey Devils. Hey, got a canvas, a Blackwood. I like the canvas cards. Pagansky. Austin Pagansky. That's 3 Young Guns. 3 to go. Looking for at least one decent name in here. Another marquee rookie coming out of O-Pee-Chee. Alexiev. What's going on? There we go. Marquee rookie of Emil Larmy? Don't think he went anywhere either. Yeah, I'd like to hit something that will get some substance here. I mean, Joseph Wall was good. I like him on the portraits. A rookie portrait. Let's find us a Timmy Stew or a Kaprizov. A Rocket there. Milveri. Canucks. DeRosier. Florida. Those are all base. 4. Portrait Stuart Skinner. Does he do it for the Oilers? Can he take them to a Stanley Cup? I don't know. I'm an Oilers fan. That's where my nervousness comes from. Goaltending. Peyton Krebs. There we go. Getting a few names now that we recognize. I wonder, and maybe it'll come out once the season's over, did they make a play for a goaltender? And I'm not in the Edmonton market, so I haven't seen all of the local news. But got a Young Gun canvas. Same, we got his regular Young Gun too in this box. Was there any sort of hubbub of them looking for a goaltender? Did they try to get someone and it just didn't work out? I gotta think they tried. Cough. Okay, so far, not doing so well with our Young Guns in this box. Being brutally honest here. So far, not so great with our Young Guns. We do have at least one more, though. At least one more. That's all it takes. One good Young Gun. Another marquee rookie. Bobby Ryan. Definitely had a lot of O-Pee-Chee inserts in 2021. I forgot about that. What is with this guy? All right, who's our Montreal Canadiens fan? We got a few of them in here. Who is this guy? Is he the Hirose of 2021? Because it seemed like Hirose is in almost every product in 23-24. And here we are with this guy, and I can't even pronounce his name. Belzile? Who's the Montreal people? Fill us in. Who is this guy? Did he do anything? He's not playing with them now. Did he get traded somewhere and I'm very ignorant? Maybe he is in the NHL. Maybe he's playing well. Brandon Hagel. All right. There's a decent Young Gun. I forgot he was in here. We'll take that for sure. Brandon Hagel. Chicago Blackhawks. Charlie says he is a co-worker's friend. Oh, cousin. Cousin of a co-worker. Okay. Got a DeBrincat canvas. A couple Chicago cards now showing up. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera again. Got Mark Scheifele on a canvas. And we got Dazzler, Gabriel Lardy. 2 packs left. Definitely prefer opening the more modern flagship with more inserts per pack. Definitely more exciting. Pierre Olivier. Last pack here. Another Chicago card. All right, so we didn't do terrible on the Young Guns. We ended up with a Brandon Hagel. That'll make up for it. Would have liked to have seen a Kaprizov, a Stützle, but Hagel is a big name for sure. And the rest of them, well, not a strong crop out of that box. Although, if you're a set collector of this guy, you're making out well. You're making out well. Got to make light of a relatively weak box there. Sorry, folks. I don't control what's in them. Everything else so far has been really strong. Happy so far. We do have one more box of SPX here coming. Before that, we'll do our last draw of the night. Back over. Okay, so I may have my facts wrong, but I'm pretty sure that he played at least one NHL game. Casey said he did not. Zane Perek, absolutely lighting it up. This is his 22-23 CHL card, but I'm sure, I thought he'd played in an NHL game. Now, Casey is a hardcore Flames fan, so if he tells me that he hasn't, I'm going to have to believe him. But Zane's he's been lighting it up for Saginaw. He's a little bit on the light side right now. He's only 6 foot, 185 pounds, but he's young, right? So he might fill out. Drafted, of course, by Calgary. And this season, as a defenseman, listen to these stats. 33 goals, 74 assists, 107 points. As a defenseman. So Calgary's in good shape with this guy. Casey, if you're still watching, if you could fact check me on that, but I thought he played at least a game this year. I thought he was going to be eligible to be a young gun in Series 1 next year. So, exclamation point join for your chance to win that. Star rookie, Zane Perek. Like I said, I think he's going to be an absolute star in the NHL. He's got to fill out a little bit at $1.85. That's a little light for a defenseman. Although Blaine Hudson's, he's breaking that mold for sure. They were talking about putting him in against the Ducks. He didn't get him in. Now I got to look. Now you got me curious. While you guys are entering this draw, I'm going to look real quick. But I thought for sure he had played in a game. See what his stats say. No, he has not played in an NHL game. I figured Casey would know for sure, and he said earlier that he didn't. So I threw everybody off, and then nobody guessed it right. Actually, some people did guess him. Casey said it couldn't have been. So anyway, good card to be getting if you ask me. I always like to get the cards from before they're in the NHL. I've got a bunch of... All right, let's see. Got some cards that... Well, making a mess of things over here. Hold on. Like these. Right? Like there's McDavid. Before he was in the NHL. But what's wrong with that? Like these are, I think they're really cool cards. This is this was before PSA kind of took over, but this is a 10 mint, and I think I paid like $30 for it. It's McDavid. And there was a set, so there's another version. And here's another one. So nothing wrong with collecting. And there's a McDavid. The McDavid before he was in the NHL. This was in the Team Canada Juniors, a Gem Mint 10. Pick that up for a really good price as well. Nothing wrong at all with the CHL cards. I love them. Okay, so got sidetracked there, sorry. Exclamation point join. No purchase necessary. Win this Zane Perek card. And if you win, you're not in the break. Don't worry, I'll send it out to you. And then we're going to do our last box here of SPX. And then do stick around. I got an announcement for next week's break. I think you're going to like what you hear. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. All right, no more entries. And our winner is Charlie. Charlie A. Going home with Zane. Congratulations, Charlie. All All right, into our last box. SPX. They made a fan out of me. They made a fan out of me. And last year I said I was never going to buy SPX again. I don't know if you guys opened this product or not, but I wasn't impressed. 5 premium cards per pack, no guaranteed auto, and I didn't have a lot of good luck with it. Now, there's lots of people that love the product, the SPX last year. They got some really nice hits. The UD Black stuff is amazing. You get some of the auto patch cards or memorabilia. This is a great product, but at the price point, it was just way too much. It may have come down now. If it's down to the price point of this, which I don't think it is, because these are 130 to 150 bucks a box. Great value for that price compared to last year, which I thought was over 300 for sure. It had a huge Bedard tax on it. All right, see what we can get here. I'll stop check. Man, these are. I know I'm a broken record. They're gorgeous cards. Hey, there's a bronze version, I think, of Zellweger. This is the finite, but it's a parallel. And Eichel. Let's see what it says there. Yep, bronze. So this one's 271 of 599 on the finite bronze. One Zellweger. There's Arshdeep Baines. Hey, we got a auto. I got an Akil Thomas. That's a sticker for sure. Okay, you can really see. Where's that refi? Hold on a second. Because I was sure that they were all sticker autos in this product. But the refi that we got from Toronto, I didn't see an edge to it. I gotta find that card. And his auto doesn't look like it would fit on a sticker if there was a sticker. I don't think that's I think that one's hard signed. Well, whoever has Toronto, and I'm not sure who has Toronto tonight, let me know. Because you may be a bit more comfortable with kind of feeling with your finger along the edge to see if you can feel it. I don't want to touch your card in that way. But I'm really curious because that does not look like a sticker. This one is absolutely a sticker. That's very clearly a sticker. Akil Thomas, good name. I'm looking at him in LA. I think he may do some nice things. We got a superscripts. This one is it's a short print as well. Looks like 63 out of 99. So it's also a numbered. Gotta like that. Congratulations to whoever has LA. What a nice hit. John Carlson. We got a Maverick Bork. All of you FX. And the lean over there. There's that Hall of You. There's a Janabad. There's a Hall of You of the man I've been talking about tonight, Kaprizov. Is anyone with me? Does anyone think he's highly underrated? Am I out to lunch? Do you have any hardcore Kaprizov fans? Morelli. Hey, we got another bronze. This one of Ostapchuk. And Bobrovsky there. This one's numbered 394 of 599. Paul agrees, most underrated guy in the league. I used to think Rantanen was pretty underrated. I don't think that anymore. Oh, got a gold Nazem Kadri. Is that numbered? Nope, just a gold. That's neat. That red against the gold just looks sharp. Oh, we got another game film. Oh, we got an OV game film. I mean, the timing. The guy is just red hot right now in the hobby. Game film of OV. We got a Joshua Waugh, rookie. Gave away a CHL card earlier. And we got a Bound for Glory. We got Cole Perfetti. And then we got, oh, there's another Cole. Cole Caulfield. Get that sleeve so we don't scratch it. Last pack here, SPX, and oh, last pack of our break tonight. 8 boxes. Monster break tonight. Did take a little longer than normal. Apologies for that. Oh, we'll end on that. We got a blue Hollowview FX of Connor McDavid, numbered 49 of 399. That is a gorgeous card. Like, forget the player on the front. It's just the card itself is gorgeous. Then you add in the fact that it's McDavid. Oh, that's a beauty. I love ending on a card like that. That's awesome. Unbelievable. All right, well, no Chicago tonight in the randomizer anyway. So we don't have anything to randomize. But I have to tell you about next week's break. Like I said, I think you'll be excited. If you've noticed, we got this Connor Bedard Young Gun sitting underneath our cam view. And that's because I'm giving it away next week. So in next week's break, I will be giving away a Connor Bedard Young Gun. All I got to do is be participating. I'm going to randomize the Connor Bedard Young Gun at the end of the break. I have looked it over. I don't see any serious flaws on it. I have not submitted a card to PSA since my last Connor Bedard ones. I've sent 3 in now, and all 3 came back 9s, and I've looked them over with a fine-tooth comb, and they look like 10s to me. So I kind of lost a little bit of faith in the grading, and of course right now it's a little hard to get stuff graded. You can still submit to PSA in Canada and get your stuffs graded. You just can't send it direct to PSA right now. But I think it's a pretty solid card. I would say for sure a 9, but don't hold me to that. Possibly a 10. And I'm giving it away in next week's break. So what do we got next week other than the Connor Bedard? Next week we are doing a half case of Series 2. So we're going to do a half case. That's 6 boxes. So we're going to do 6 boxes of Series 2, and I'm giving away a Connor Bedard Young Gun. So Chicago will be in play. There's 32 teams, but I'm going to randomize the Bedard card at the end of the break amongst all people in the break. So more spots you have, the better odds you get at landing the Bedard. It is live. It's up on the website now. And in fact, it's on sale at $5 off until Saturday. This one's going to fill up real quick, so I'm only putting it on sale until Saturday. So if you're interested in getting into that break, I'd suggest that you do that sooner than later. I would imagine this one will sell out really quick. It's a Bedard Young Gun. $60 a spot, or $55 if you buy 3 or more, but all spots are on sale for $55 until Saturday. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the break here tonight. If you did and you haven't yet subscribed or hit like, please do so. I appreciate the support, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.
Welcome to the channel, we keeping it tight. Hockey guards, backs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Recollections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks going down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the rake to the breaks, we bringing the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite.